Just wanted to say thank you to Gabby for this wonderful opportunity for us to get some money to fund this project. I am Chris Patino from the Elk Grove Youth Commission. The Elk Grove Youth Commission is a student advisory board to the City Council of the City of Elk Grove, and we are basically a communication medium between City Council and the government officials and the youth of the city. Our project is an event called Respect Every Story Matters. It is a 4-hour event that will include guest speakers, vendors, community service opportunities for the participants, and a variety of activities. The event itself will center around the ideas of respect for oneself, their peers, authority, the community, and the environment. In the fall, the Elk Grove Youth Commission held the Teen Youth Town Hall Forum, in which young members of the community were invited to come to Town Hall, where the Youth Commission generally has their meetings, and they were asked a variety of questions and were able to voice their concerns about what they felt were the biggest issues facing our youth today. Among those issues that they had addressed, they talked about issues with self-confidence as an identity, self-appearance, a lot of the social pressures that have been going on recently as far as sexism, and a lot of also gender inequality issues. And also, one of the largest talked about topics there was the tensions between police and certain groups of civilians, and a willingness to really want to protect and conserve their environment. So, as members of government, we saw it as our obligation to be able to somehow provide some kind of solution to these issues, or at least to begin working towards them. And myself and the 9 other youth commissioners decided that we will host this event, in which we basically cover all of these topics through a series of guest speakers, activities, and also providing students with some community service opportunities as well. We will have speakers from the Elk Grove Police Department. We will have a guest presentation also from a student named Nancy Chang from Consumers Oaks High School, who is leading a school-wide food conservation effort to save food and also feed people at the Elk Grove Food Bank, Sacramento Food Bank. And we will also have a speaker who is a counselor at one of the local hospitals, who has actually seen and talked with a lot of at-risk young people, including some students who've actually been inflicting self-harm. And through some of her speeches, I think that she'll be able to kind of communicate why it's important to not only respect oneself, but to understand that everybody has a story. And we'll be able to kind of communicate that to everyone, so that everyone kind of has this willingness to really be open-minded and kind to everyone that they meet. Also, we'll have some representatives from Elk Grove's local transit there to just kind of talk about how special it is and important it is to live in a city as great as Elk Grove, and how we shouldn't really take for granted the great things we have, especially local transit, because there have been a lot of talk within the town that students are kind of being abusive with a lot of the amenities that they have, and also, vandalizing some of it. So that's why we're going to have these guest speakers to address the issues that we had talked about at the forum. So in order to kind of know that our project has been any kind of success, we will definitely talk with some of the participants afterwards, just kind of get talk to them, get some feedback for any future youth commission events that we will have. And at the end, you'll have a variety of vendors from the town of Elk Grove and community service opportunities, also some those that kind of have some physical health opportunities as part of a kind of self-respect thing. And that is our project. Thank you for the time. Once again, thank you to Gabby for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much.